What if I told you the shortest player in NBA history once blocked a shot from a 7-foot giant? Sounds impossible, right? But that's exactly what this player did. In a league where height is everything, he was the shortest player to ever step foot on an NBA court, and he played big. But how did a guy his size not only survive, but thrive in the NBA? Let's dive into the incredible story of how this person became a legend in the land of giants. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. So, who exactly is the shortest player to ever step foot on an NBA court? His name is Is Muggsy Bogues, standing at just 5'3". That's roughly the height of your average 8th grader. It's wild, right? Most NBA players are towering giants, with the average height being around 6'7". But Muggsy, he was the outlier, the ultimate example that size doesn't matter when you've got heart and skills. Muggsy didn't just play in the NBA, he dominated the game for 14 seasons. He played for teams like the Washington Bullets, the Charlotte Hornets, the Golden State Warriors, and the Toronto Raptors. Despite his size, he made an incredible impact and earned the respect of players much taller than him. Now, let's rewind a bit. Muggsy Bogues was born on January 9, 1965 in Baltimore, Maryland, and grew up in one of the toughest neighborhoods in the city, the Lafayette Court Housing Projects. His family members also lacked height in their genetic makeup. His mother measured at 4'11", and his father reached 5'5" in height. Despite being the youngest of 3 siblings, Muggsy Bogues grew up tough because he was constantly the shortest member of his family. Muggsy's early years were tough. At 5, stray buckshot struck him in his neighborhood, landing him in the hospital. His childhood got even more difficult when he saw someone beaten to death with a baseball bat, an event that stuck with him for a long time. Things got worse when Muggsy turned 12. His dad went to jail for armed robbery, facing a 20-year sentence. Around this time, his big brother Chucky started using hard drugs, which made life even harder for Muggsy and his family. Even with all these problems, Muggsy loved sports. He excelled in wrestling and baseball as he grew up. You might wonder about his nickname, Muggsy. It comes from a small character in the Bowery Boys, reflecting his size and scrappy personality. Muggsy started his high school career at Southern High School in Baltimore, but he eventually transferred to Dunbar High School, a move that changed everything. At Dunbar, Muggsy not only got to pursue his dreams of basketball, but also healthcare classes, as he initially aspired to become a dental technician. At Dunbar, he played under coach Bob Wade, who would later coach the University of Maryland. And this is where things really took off. Muggsy was part of a powerhouse team that went 29-0 during his junior year, and then finished the 1982-1983 season with a perfect 31-0 record, earning the #1 national ranking by USA Today. Before Muggsy Bogues became a household name in the NBA, he got his start in the United States Basketball League, USBL. The USBL helped many players move up to the bigger leagues. The Rhode Island Gulls picked Muggsy second overall in the 1987 USBL Draft. Though not well known then, Muggsy soon won over the fans. His skills and love for the game made him stand out, bringing more people to watch the Gulls play. In his one season with the Gulls, Muggsy shined. He scored 22.2 points and set up 8.4 assists per game on average, showing he could both score and create plays as well as anyone else. His speed and ball handling skills helped the Gulls, and he played more minutes per game than anyone else in the league. An ankle injury cut his season short, but his time in the USBL proved what he could do and made NBA scouts take him. Following his outstanding performance in the USBL, Muggsy obtained his lifelong goal of becoming an NBA player. The Washington Bullets chose Muggsy as their 12th draft pick during the 1987 NBA selection process. Being only 5'3", Muggsy needed to put in double the effort that others needed to demonstrate his NBA worthiness. His first year as a Bullet player failed to stand out, but it served as an essential milestone. From the start, Muggsy demonstrated skills that proved his worth despite limited playing opportunities. The Charlotte Hornets acquired Muggsy in 1988 after his short stint with the Washington Bullets, because this marked the start of his true basketball success. From the moment Muggsy put on the Hornets jersey, he became a living legend. He was small, sure, but he had insane ball handling skills, a 44-inch vertical leap, and the kind of hustle that would leave everyone on the court in awe. Muggsy Bogues highlights quickly became must-see TV for fans all over the world. He didn't need to dunk to impress, though. Let's be honest, if he could, he probably would have found a way. His unique style, quick, shifty, and relentless, set him apart from the rest. Whether he was weaving through towering defenders or making steals that seemed impossible, Muggsy proved you don't need height to dominate on the court. And speaking of impossible, let's not forget one of his most iconic moments, Muggsy Bogues blocking Patrick Ewing. Yes, you heard that right. Patrick Ewing, who stood at an impressive 7 feet tall, tried to take his usual shot over Muggsy. And what did Muggsy do? He swatted the ball away like it was nothing, proving to everyone that size wasn't the only thing that mattered. Muggsy Bogues' highlights from this time are filled with jaw-dropping assists, pinpoint passes, and relentless energy that made Charlotte a playoff contender year after year. Over 10 seasons with the Hornets, he was the heartbeat of the team. His 7.6 assists per game were a testament to his incredible court vision, and his leadership helped elevate a team full of potential into one of the most exciting squads in the East. By 1997, after a storied run with the Hornets, Muggsy found himself with the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors may not have been contenders during Muggsy's 2 years there, but he still managed to bring that signature energy. If you go digging for Muggsy Bogues' highlights from this time, you'll see him making those flashy passes, causing turnovers, and showing that even though he was no longer in his prime, he was still a force to be reckoned with. The final stop on Muggsy's NBA journey came with the Toronto Raptors in 1999. By this time, Muggsy was on the tail end of his career. He spent 2 seasons with the Raptors, and even though his role had diminished a bit, his veteran leadership and experience were invaluable. His ability to stay calm under pressure and his defensive tenacity helped set the tone for the team, especially for a Raptors squad led by future stars like Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady. However, this journey was not easy at all. The beginning of his career brought many people who dismissed him as unworthy of professional basketball. The league officials informed him that his place did not exist in professional basketball. Multiple people informed him that his size made him unfit for reaching success at the professional level. However, he changed his doubts into motivation instead of allowing them to stop him. Despite lacking the height of other players, Muggsy brought to the game a combination of determination, along with quickness and mental acuity and unyielding leadership skills. Over the years, he proved his worth by leading teams, making crucial plays, and showing that heart and determination can defy the odds. He earned the respect not just of fans, but of some of the greatest legends of the game. Michael Jordan, who had seen nearly every type of player in his career, once spoke about how much he respected Muggsy's game. Jordan said, "He's probably one of the toughest guys I've ever played against." That's huge. When Michael Jordan, a man who made legends of his own, says you're tough, you know you've made it. After he retired in the early 2000s, Muggsy Bogues didn't just walk off into the sunset and fade away. No, he kept his passion alive, this time through coaching and mentoring the next generation of athletes. But his influence doesn't end there. Muggsy is a founder of the Muggsy Bogues Family Foundation in Charlotte, a nonprofit dedicated to providing resources and support to underprivileged youth. He's all about giving back to the community that helped shape him. His foundation focuses on empowering kids and teaching them that they don't have to come from a big background to make big things happen. Whether through education, basketball camps, or youth programs, Muggsy is still changing lives, just like he did on the court. Even after all these years, Muggsy's legacy continues to inspire players and fans alike. Every time a short player steps on the court, they know Muggsy's paved the way. So Muggsy Bogues didn't just break barriers, he shattered expectations. He proved that size doesn't limit greatness. Mindset does. Next time someone doubts your potential, just say one name, Muggsy Bogues. If he could make it in the NBA at just 5'3", what's stopping you from reaching your dreams? And who knows, maybe one day we'll even see Muggsy Bogues dunking. But until then, we'll just keep enjoying the unforgettable Muggsy Bogues highlights that remind us all the true meaning of greatness. If you love this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more basketball legends that changed the game forever.